agenda. Welcome, social emotional content, review class development, and at last we have questions and answers.
Hello, my dear students. Welcome again. It's nice to be here with you again. As you know, today we have our review class. So, boys and girls, pay attention to the instructions about the contents that I'm going to present you in order you can understand better and you can have success in your English exam. If you want to ask me any question related with the activities that I'm going to present you, related with the exercises you have to complete, you can write me on the chat. I'm going to read and I'm going to answer your questions. So, let's continue with our social emotional content and welcome again.
The Fox and the Stork. One day, a fox invited a stork to her house for a meal. The fox brought out 2 flat plates with soup on them.
Stork, the meal is nothing fancy, but I hope you like it.
The fox deliciously lapped up all of the soup on her plate.
Yum! This is so good. Eat up, Stork.
But the stork wasn't able to taste it. The stork's beak was too long and pointy to eat the soup off of the flat dish.
Oh, Stork, you must not like the soup. Then I shall eat your soup for you.
The next day, the stork invited the fox over to her house for a meal. The stork put some soup into 2 long, thin-necked jars.
Fox, this is a special family recipe. I hope you enjoy it.
The stork put her beak in the long, thin-necked jar, and she ate soup.
Yum! This is my favorite soup.
But this time, the fox wasn't able to taste it. Her wide snout couldn't fit inside the thin, long-necked jar.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fox. I guess you must not like the soup.
As the stork said again how yummy the soup was, she began to eat all of Fox's soup too.
Yum!
These are the contents that will be evaluated in our English exam. Number 1, present perfect continuous with for and since. Number 2, present perfect with just. Reflection of the day says, there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. So, boys and girls, what do you understand about the reflection? Tell me. Write your opinions, your comments on the chat. What do you understand about it? There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. So, I'm going to tell you this in Spanish in order you can understand better. No hay elevadores o no hay elevador para el éxito. Tú tienes que tomar las escaleras. So, I'm going to tell you my point of view about it. You have the ability to achieve many successes in your life. Don't stop. This means in Spanish, tienes la capacidad de lograr muchos éxitos en la vida. Nunca te detengas. So, boys and girls, it is important that you put in practice this important reflection. So, let's continue with the objective. According to the objective, we say to review the contents for the exam. Well, we are going to continue with the first content that will be evaluated in your English exam. As you remember, the first content that will be evaluated is present perfect continuous with for and since. Present perfect continuous with for and since. This is the first content. As you can see here, we have rule of thumb. This is the grammatical instruction you have to follow at the moment to write sentences, at the moment to say sentences, using present perfect continuous with for and since. The first step is subject plus have or has plus past participle plus for plus period of time or since plus a specific moment in the past. These are the steps you have to follow. Well, in order you can understand better, we have the first exercise that says write the correct form of the verbs and complete with since or for. What are the verbs you have to use in order to complete these sentences? Study, do, play, go, collect, and live. Here we have. Let's read together. Hi, I'm Marco. I'm 11 years old and I'm from Mexico. I'd like to make friends from all over the world. Here are a few quick facts about me. So you are going to say, but teacher, this content is already done. Yes, este contenido ya lo trabajamos, ya lo completamos, pero recordemos que estamos en repaso para que ustedes puedan tener éxito en su examen, right? This is a review. Well, according to sentence number 1, we say, I have been studying English since 2004. Then we have number 2, I have been. What is the correct verb? What is the correct verb? I have been collecting soccer cards, playing soccer cards. Here, collecting. This is the correct verb. Collecting soccer cards in here for 2 years. For 2 years. These are the correct words in order to complete the sentence. Then we have number 3. I have been. Remember, these are the steps. Chicos, los pasos que deben seguir. Si tú quieres copiar una de estas oraciones en tu cuaderno y tenerla como ejemplo al momento de realizar tu examen, lo puedes hacer, ¿verdad? Para que sepas identificarlo muy bien. So, I have been doing judo since 2010. This is the correct sentence. I have been doing judo since 2010. Number 4, I have been. Recordemos que el been siempre debe ir en estas oraciones porque estamos hablando de present perfect continuous. Por esa razón el been no tienen que dejarlo a un lado. Debe ir siempre. I have been living. I have been living in this neighborhood since. Alguien me preguntó en la clase anterior cuando les expliqué ese contenido. Quiere decir, teacher, que since lo vamos a utilizar cuando hablamos nos referimos a años. Yes, siempre. Since 2004, since 2010, since 2020. And also for months. También utilizamos para referirnos a meses. A meses. Cuando decimos since January, since March, since, let me see, May, since August. También lo vamos a utilizar since para meses y para años. For lo utilizamos cuando decimos for 2 years, por 2 años. For 5 years, for 10 years. That way you are going to use for. So, then we have it here. I have been studying. I have been studying to the same school here for 4 years. And the last, I have been playing football for 7 years. So these are the correct sentences. In this way, you are gonna identify the sentences using present perfect continuous with for and since. De esta manera, tienen ustedes que identificar estas oraciones utilizando el presente perfecto continuo más el for and since. If you want to take notes about these examples, you can do it on your notebook. Si quieres tomar nota, aunque ya lo tienes en tu practice book, right? It's no problem. So, if you want to ask me any question related with this content, with this activity, you can write me on the chat. So, this is the first content that will be evaluated. Bien, chicos y chicas, este es el primer contenido que vamos a evaluar. Okay, let's continue with the second content. This is the second content that will be evaluated. This is related with present perfect with just. Present perfect with just. And here we have the steps you have to follow in order to write sentences using present perfect with just, or at the moment to say sentences using present perfect with just. What are the steps? Subject, I, you, he, she, it, they, or we. Then have or has. Remember, you are gonna use have for I, you. In this case, I have, you have, they have, we have. And you are gonna use has for she has, he has, it has. Plus just, plus verb in past participle. Esos son los pasos que debes seguir para decir oraciones utilizando el presente perfecto con just o escribir oraciones utilizando present perfect with just. Let's continue with the exercise. As you can see, this exercise is already done. Como puedes ver, este ejercicio ya lo realizaste. Easy. Look and write the present perfect form of the verbs. What are the verbs? Let me see, I'm going to move a little bit. So, look and write the present perfect form of the verbs. The verbs are climb, find, lose, fall, open. These are the verbs. Here we have the first sentence. The man has just lost something. This is the correct sentence. Then we have number 2. The girl has, you have to follow the steps, has just fallen off her skateboard. Then, number 3, the old lady has opened a window. Has just, here is missing just. Muy bien, acá hacía falta el just. Well, has just opened a window. Then number 4, the teenage boy has just found a wallet. Then the last one, the cat has just climbed the tree. Let's repeat again. Number 1, the man has just lost something. Number 2. The girl has just fallen off her skateboard. 3. The old lady has just opened a window. 4. The teenage boy has just found a wallet. And number 5. The cat has just climbed the tree. This content is very easy too. Ese contenido también está muy fácil. Lo que tienes que hacer es seguir los pasos para identificar la oración correcta. Here, this is the subject. Acá tenemos el sujeto, the man has. This is the next step. Then we have just, the verb in past participle, or present perfect or past participle, and the complement. On this sentence, the subject is the girl. Number 3, the subject, the old lady. 4, the teenage boy. And number 5, the subject is the cat. These are the steps you have to follow in order to identify these kind of sentences. As I told you before, if you want to ask me any question related with this, you can do it on the chat. So let's continue with the next part to our review class.
Well, boys and girls, it's time to say the class review is finished. Thank you for being here with me. And remember, if you want to ask me any question related with the contents that will be evaluated in our English exam, you can write me on this chat. So, thank you for everything, and I wish you the best of the best in your English exam. I know you are gonna have success. So, bye-bye, see you, take care.
just enough to make you smile.